don't have a chance if we live like them. So why don't you come with me to a place by the sea? We can swim.
On this episode, we head from Menorca to Mallorca.
So the time has come. We're here. We'll go as far as where the window will take us, aiming eventually to get across to Ibiza and then across to the mainland and hop across to Gibraltar. We're sort of convoying, although they left already, with a Kiwi family that we met, Vitamin C, who it's two of them and their 2-year-old and 5-year-old daughters, and we're just pretty much in awe of them doing this with their 2 little girls. They're pretty amazing. So hopefully we'll catch up with them in a bit and head on up and towards the coast. So fingers crossed. It's not too bad. We are expecting some swell and some wind. So see what happens.
Got the captain getting cozy under his little purple blanket over here.
I can talk!
Oh, I'm gonna take one too! Ew. Rowan's back here. His first serious sail on Everlong. Not doing 100%. Yeah, it's hitting. It's not doing so well either. This is an interesting sail for Everlong, as we all have a lot to think about. In the last few days, there's been some discussion about our priorities, and most importantly, about crossing the Atlantic. The Everlong way home was always the plan. An epic adventure sailing from the home of G's great-great-grandparents in Croatia to his and T's home in Australia. On paper, it's a perfect plan, with the weather patterns lining up perfectly to make every major ocean and sea crossing during their respective sailing seasons. The whole trip will take just over a year. However, even just the first few months opened our eyes to one very important fact. There are so many more amazing places than the few highlights scribbled down in the original plan. So the question now on all of our minds, do we want to see more of the Mediterranean slowly, or do we want to see more of the rest of the world quickly? For now, we'll keep moving forward. The thought of sandy Caribbean beaches keeps us pushing to cross the Atlantic. There are some other separate thoughts about crossing the Atlantic too. Seasickness and sleeping. We actually considered sailing straight through to the Spanish mainland, past Menorca and Ibiza, as a better test for what the Atlantic crossing might do to us. When that was the plan, Taryn recorded this.
We always said we'd only cross the Atlantic if we're confident with the crew and with the boat and ourselves. So this is kind of the test time to see if we are, because it's only really a few weeks till we'd be crossing, if we can get across the Med first. So we've got to see how Juliet's seasickness goes, see if she can keep down any water, because that's a bit scary. We've got to see if G can sleep, because he can't seem to sleep while the boat's moving, and we've just got to see how the rest of us feel. So we'll see.
But the thought of having to miss 2/3 of the major Balearic Islands, and talk of an awesome harbour town called Port de Soyer, we forgot about that plan pretty quickly. After all, this was meant to be fun. It wasn't the most relaxing sail though, motor sailing at over 8 knots to keep ahead of some bad weather.
Hey brother, where are you going? I see intentions in your mind. Oh hey sister, oh, can we stop them or will they shoot us if we try?
I think Taryn recorded this video to show how our awesome AIS system works. Here we're going to cross within 3.7 nautical miles of the ferry Bahama Mama. It's 500 feet long and travelling at over 20 knots. She's so far away from us, it doesn't really matter, but any boat nearby is enough for at least a few minutes of entertainment.
Gonna get you. We're gonna get you.
Something else that gives us entertainment is hooking a fish.
them or will they shoot us if we try?
Come on, dinner.
Come on.
It's okay, you can speak Spanish. We've caught our first big-eye tuna. After all that excitement, the captain needs a nap. Seek adventure. As we approach the tip of Mallorca, we check the charts and weather and find out we actually have some time to slow down, which is great because this looks like some super scenic coastline. So the engine gets turned off and we sail on in.
Hey soldier, where are you going? I see plans in your mind. Come on people, we can stop them. Oh, will they shoot us if we try? Oh, 'cause people are dying. Cause of war and I feel so sad for those who did nothing wrong. But what can I do? I feel so small. I'm gonna sit here and sing my song. And I'm not gonna help you to ruin people.
And then, just like that, we lose the wind. We're on the north coast of Mallorca. It's spectacular. No wind, so we can't sail, but it means we can get in nice and close to these pretty amazing cliffs. And there's even houses back in there. What a nice place.
Captain, is there anything you'd like to add?
Incredible. It's so rugged.
And manly?
30 miles. I think the last anchorage was like 30 miles back. Apart from that, there's just nowhere to pull up. It's incredible. It's great.
We've got some menacing looking clouds over there, but otherwise it's just nice to be still and not rocking around. And we've made good progress today.
Like, yeah, look at the cliffs. I'm just pulling the wheel across with me.
Draw fire from your throat. We will walk till we see that we're broken. Somehow we stay afloat. With no regrets, this is what we have chosen now. 'Cause we are fools. Bear our hearts on our strings. We bear our hearts for the strangest of things, and I know that we are not letting go. Forget your patient heart. We have no room for a gradual desire. Unleash your wicked jaw. If you're still breathing, you got to try harder now. 'Cause we are fools. We bear our hearts on our streets. We bear our hearts for the strangest of things, and I know that we are not letting go. Because we are fools.
You can smell the pine tree.
Oh yeah. Take me to where the trees are!
So we had an early start this morning. We left Menorca at 5:30 and we had about 10 to 12 knots on the beam coming out of Menorca, which was kind of nice. The swell was still a bit over a metre because the wind was still dying from yesterday, and we had fairly good conditions the whole way across. We caught a big eye tuna, which is quite exciting, and then we rounded the northwest tip of Mallorca, and the rocks and the cliffs are just absolutely amazing. And there was just we had, I think it was about 30 nautical miles we came along the cliffs with just zero wind, zero sea. It was just dead flat and calm, which was completely contradictory to the forecast, which was saying 20 to 30 knots. So it was quite a relaxing sail, and as we pulled into the marina we had about 25 knots, so we got in just in time for a very comfortable afternoon out in the sun. So we came from 95 nautical miles in 12.5 hours. Max speed was 9 knots with Shannon trimming. If you ever need your sails trimmed, call Shannon.
And what are you about to do now?
And now I'm about to sleep. It's going to feel great.
I feel like something's going to happen before you sleep because I see our little friend in the background.
I'm probably going to check the weather.
One last time.
One last time. And then again in the morning. And then in the evening.
Thanks, Cappy G.
Good night.
Draw fire from your throat. We will walk till we see that we're broken. Somehow we stay afloat. With no regrets, this is what we have chosen now. Because we are fools.